Member for Vernon-Monashee.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I speak in favor of this motion presented by my colleague, member from Vancouver Falls Creek, asking this House to support our government's action to create affordable housing for all. Housing is a basic need and necessity for every human being. Everyone deserves to have a safe housing. We need to continue to build on the efforts and progress being made by our BC-NDP government. After years where speculators and big developers were put before people, we are seeing the signs of progress since 2017. 52,000 new rental homes have been registered in BC. That is more than the previous 15 years combined. And we know people are still struggling to buy or rent here in BC. The biggest challenge, as it's mentioned previously, is housing supply. With thousands of new people moving to our province every month, as BC is the most desirable place to live, so many Canadians and newcomers choose BC as their home. This challenge is growing as we welcome more people into our province, and our government is determined to address this. Our government is implementing an ambitious 30-point housing plan to tackle the housing crisis by making the largest investment in housing affordability in BC history by investing more than $7 billion over 10 years to build 114,000 affordable homes, with 32,000 units being built or underway. As it's mentioned by previous members as well, we are supporting seniors, families, low and middle income earners by funding new affordable rental housing through the Building BC Community Housing Fund. And we're investing $1.9 billion to build more than 14,000 affordable rental homes. This new fund, Mr. Speaker, is addressing the gaps in the market and creating homes for growing families, low to moderate income people and seniors. We are helping women and children leaving violence by making the first major investment in transition housing in more than 2 decades. We are making a historic investment in housing for Indigenous people by funding homes both on and off reserve. In addition to these efforts, this spring, our government will introduce a cooling off period on home purchase to protect people when they are buying home, especially in a volatile market. There is no doubt, we have 10 times more housing underway right now within the 4 years compared to the previous 16 years under the old government. I am happy to share that in Vernon and area, we have received 665 affordable rental homes, including building 20 affordable rental homes for seniors in Lumbee and 40 units for low-income seniors in Vernon. Our government is also building more than 8,000 new on-campus student housing units. We received 100 student housing units at the Okanagan College Vernon campus, which is the first ever student housing being built in Vernon. 216 student housing units are being built at the Kelowna campus and 60 units at Salmon Arm campus. This is addition to the hundreds of units that were student housing built at UBCO Kelowna campus, Mr. Speaker. We can imagine where we would be if we didn't have these measures in place or built the houses we have been building since 2017. There is no doubt that housing situation would be far worse than it is now. Mr. Speaker, it is important for us to continue to build on the progress we're making in housing sector by adding more tools and by finding more ways to address this crisis. That is the purpose of this motion. We cannot afford to go backwards by canceling speculation tax and by putting forward the interest of few with self-vested interest in the housing market. This approach will take everyday British Columbians farther away from their dream of finding affordable home. Many people in BC are working hard. Many do more than one jobs to save money in order to afford a place they can call home. Therefore, it is important for us as elected members of this House to support every initiative and efforts to address the housing crisis. So I encourage all members of this House to support this motion. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.